Okay, now we go on with reading passage 3, and reading passage 3 is the toughest one. Level of difficulty, the first one is basic, then intermediate, and this is advanced one, right? Environmental practices of big businesses. Now, just tell me some big businesses. Apple, not Apple fruit, Apple mobile, right? And Microsoft, right? Now, yeah, exactly. So environmental practices means what are they doing to protect the environment, or they are damaging the environment. So what are their environmental practices, the big businesses they have. So we understand this passage is about big companies and what they are doing to destroy the environment or to protect the environment. Let's go on. We see the questions. Okay, this is questions 27 to 31. Complete the summary using the list of words. Now we need to complete the summary using the list of words. Over here, purely you need to understand paraphrasing, rewording, and synonyms. Paraphrasing means to say one thing. For example, microphone. Microphone is proper word. A gadget which is used to amplify the voice. Microphone, right? A gadget which is used to amplify human voice. Microphone. Rewording ho gaya, right? So rewording, paraphrasing, these type of things will be there. Now, I tell you how to do it. Again, this is summary completion. We have two types of summary completion. One is without words, that is easier. There you have to pick up the words from the passage. And one is they give you a box. If there are 4 answers, they will give you 12 words. 4 right answers, and they'll give you 10 words or 12 words so that you pick up the wrong answer and come back, become our regular customer. He har mahine IELTS deta hai. He's a regular customer. Anyways, write the correct letter. Big businesses, and we read the first line. Many big businesses today, encircle today, are prepared to harm people, underline harm people, and the environment in order to make money. Right? Then can you see comma and? Miss, you raise the question. Comma and then and. It means now second part of the sentence. And they appear to have no dash, and then there is full stop. Right? Full stop means next sentence you don't need to read now. So let's go back and we find big businesses. They prepare to harm people and environment in order to make money, and they appear to have no something. So we go back. Please come to first paragraph. There they talk about big businesses. Read it from second line. Depending on the circumstances, let's do it together. One we do together. Depending on, found it? Second line. Depending on the circumstances, a business may maximize the amount of money it makes. They were talking about that, right? At least in the short term, by damaging the environment and hurting people. By damaging the environment and hurting people, and that is still the case, means still they are doing it, by damaging the environment and by hurting people. So when you damage the environment and you hurt people, now see from A to I, what's the right one? Damaging the environment and hurting people. Listen, funding, not at all. The words which are not even possible, just rule them out. Trees, not at all. Rare species, not at all. Just select a couple of words which may be. Moral standards, damaging the environment and hurting people. When you hurt people, you have no moral standards. That's what it is. Tenu sharam nahi aandi. Means you have no moral standards, you are hurting the people and damaging the environment. What do you think about the people who spit around or who throw litter here and there? They have no moral values. So moral values are moral standards, right? Let's go on. Other options. Control, no. Involvement, no. Flooding, not at all. Overfishing, never. Worker support, no. So the right answer is moral standards. And why moral standards? Damaging the environment, hurting people. If you hurt people, you damage the environment, you have no moral standards. Let's go on. Now, the word moral standard and D will not be used again. D will not be used again. So it's a good idea to cross it from there. The option which you select, cross that option. Yes, that's a very good question. You must write whenever they label A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you must write the letter. Now, instead of D, if you write moral standards or you write D, moral standards, in order to make sure कि गलत ना हो जाए, पूरा लिख के आऊँगा, right? Your answer will be wrong. So they are just expecting D, that's it, right? Okay, question number 29, let's go on. After full stop, sorry, 28. Lack of dash by governments and lack of public dash. Both answers will come together. Lack of dash by government. Right? Lack of dash by government means government has no something. Now please go back, same paragraph. Government regulation is, last line, second last line. Government regulation is ineffective. Now look for something. Government regulation is ineffective. When government regulation is ineffective means government has no. Sorry, now the last line. If government regulation is ineffective, yeah? Ineffectively covered. I'm talking about last line. Yeah? Exactly. We are on recording as well. So, if government regulation is ineffective and all that, so ineffective means government has no control. You know, in some areas of the country, governments have no control. So, the answer is going to be E. E or control? E. And by the way, you will write E and you can just see the word lack of. Lack of and ineffective. Do you understand? Lack of and ineffective is used for that. Next is question number 29. Lack of public dash can lead to environmental problems. So go on and see. Public doesn't care. Lack of public, when you don't care, you have no interest. Isn't it that? You have no interest. Now go back and see. Which word? Involvement. F, exactly. Public doesn't care. That means lack of involvement. So you will write F. No, don't write involvement. Okay? फिर कहेंगे मुझे surprise मिला band में. And finally, we've got question number 30. Then they say environmental problems such as. Now listen, answer is an environmental problem. Go back, read on, and you will find this environmental problem such as, and whatever they mention. I'm sorry to tell you one thing. Now over here, what have they done? Summary is one, but still answers are not in order. So in order to find this thing, environmental problems such as, you have to go back to first paragraph and read from the beginning. So first paragraph, read it from the beginning and see what is the environmental problem. Read from fourth line. शुरू में तो मैं 27 मिल गया था. Read from fourth line. This is still the case today for fishermen in an unmanaged fishery without quotas and for international logging companies with short-term leases on tropical rainforest. Now there they have mentioned two problems. They are doing fishing without any quota, कि जितनी मर्जी मछलियाँ निकाल लें समुंदर से. You might have seen some videos, they have latest methods, एक ही time पे 10,000 मछलियाँ पकड़ लेते हैं and all that. So without quotas, fishing has this issue, and log companies, they are chopping the trees. They are cutting down the trees. Now go back and see which word is given for this. Exactly, they mentioned one of those. So they've said lead to governmental problems such as dash, or dash पे आ गया overfishing, and that is H, or the destruction of dash. Same paragraph, same place. Destruction of, exactly. And how did you get to know destruction of? International logging companies with short-term leases on tropical rainforest land in places with corrupt officials and unsophisticated landowners and all that. So log companies are understood that they are cutting the trees. Log company, log means the wood actually. So the answer is going to be, trees is not the answer. The answer is B for boy, right? Okay, it's like that. Thank you.